Greetings, friends. I'm here with you, Oleh Ivchenko, head of Pareto Company. This is our new episode of Pareto Points, where every week we bring you an overview of the most interesting events from the world of taxes, transfer pricing, and controlled foreign companies. Today we'll talk about the obligations of Ukrainian controlling persons abroad, the impact of transfer pricing rules on tax stability, and a high-profile case, LuxLeaks. One of the most famous cases in the global practice of transfer pricing. Let's break all of this down in more detail now. Let's get started. Recently, the tax authorities reminded everyone that all controlling persons are required to submit a report on controlled foreign companies together with their annual declaration. This refers to the declaration of assets and income, or the corporate income tax declaration for the relevant calendar year. Financial statements must be attached to the report, CFC. Failure to submit is subject to a fine of up to 100 times the subsistence minimum. For late submission, the fine is 1 subsistence minimum for each day, but no more than 50 in total. At the same time, these sanctions do not apply until martial law is lifted. Businesses have 6 months after its cancellation to submit all reports without penalties. So now is the right time to check whether your company falls under the requirements for control over foreign structures and to prepare for full reporting. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, has published a report summarizing 10 years of the global initiative aimed at combating base erosion and profit shifting to low-tax jurisdictions. According to the report, more than 120 countries have already implemented country-by-country reporting rules. Country-by-country reporting allows for tracking the profits of multinational groups and comparing them with their actual economic presence. Most countries have adapted transfer pricing regulations, which has made it possible to reduce the scale of profit shifting and stabilize corporate tax revenues on profits. It is also noted that CFC rules regarding controlled foreign companies are currently in effect in 56 countries and cover about 80% of global investments. They have become one of the most effective mechanisms for countering profit shifting through offshore structures. In November 2014, journalists from the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists published documents that became known as the LuxLeaks. It turned out that more than 300 international companies, including Amazon, Pepsi, IKEA, and others, had made tax agreements with the government of Luxembourg. These agreements allowed corporations to minimize their tax payments by shifting profits to Luxembourg, where much lower tax rates applied. The main tools were intra-group loans and transfer pricing. Through these, they artificially reduced the tax base in other countries. The LuxLeaks investigation caused a powerful international outcry and became a catalyst for revising tax policy in the EU. LuxLeaks became a symbol of the global fight for transparency, against tax competition, and for creating a level playing field for business taxation. That's the news for this week. We continue to monitor interesting events, analyze trends, and keep our focus on what matters most. I am Oleh Ivchenko, and the Pareto team thanks you for your attention. Subscribe, leave your comments, and share your thoughts. Your engagement helps us become even more useful. See you in the next episode of Pareto Point.